Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am going to be doing a end of year favourites. So a few months back I filmed my favourite beauty products of 2018 so far. Now we're at the end of 2018, I wanted to do another video showing you guys other products that I have tried. I will link the other video that I did in the description box so you can check that out. Everything in that video are still one of my favourite products ever, but I've tried a lot of new things since that video, so here we go. So I already mentioned this in the last video, but I'm going to mention it in this video again just because a lot of people on here are new and I still get a lot of questions on what I use for my brows, so I wanted to include it in this video because brows are everything to me. So once again, Benefit brow products. So these three are my absolute favourite brow products from Benefit and just my overall favourite brow products ever. I've tried a lot of brow products, but with these I really feel like it delivers every single time. Every single time I do my brows, I'm happy with how my brows look. I feel like with other products that I've used, sometimes I use it and I'm like, that's quite nice, and other times I'm like, what is that? With this combo, I'm always happy with my brows. So I use Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 4. So it has the brow pencil end here, and then it has a spoolie, which is very, very handy for on the go. I don't ever do my eyebrows without a brow brush. Brow Zings, which is a wax and a powder. I tend to only use the powder part. If I use the wax, I literally just use it for hair-like strokes. So I'll dip it in a really fine brush and then I'll create really, really fine strokes and then it looks like hair. So I just usually use the powder part. I just dip an angled brush in that part and then I go in my brows and then it fills out any areas that the and then it fills out any of the areas that the pencil did not fill out. And I think it just gives it that really nice natural look. It does usually come with like a brush and some mini tweezers, but it's me and I lose everything. Next is Gimme Brow in shade 4. The Brow Zings I sometimes use in 3 and I sometimes use in 4. So on an everyday basis I usually use 3, and then when I like to darken it up a little bit I use 4. But for the pencil and for the Gimme Brow I usually always use shade 4, but Gimme Brow in shade 3 works for me as well. As I said in the last video, this is one of the best products ever. It's sort of like a gel, but it has like colour in it, but it also has little fibres inside, so it clings to what hair you've got and then it makes you look like you've got more hair. This is just an amazing product. Okay, now that we've done brows, let's move on to eyeshadow palettes. So one of the eyeshadow palettes that I have been loving so much is by Fenty. So this is the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. This is what the shades look like. I just love them so much. It's so versatile. Whenever I'm traveling, whenever I'm going anywhere, this is what I pack. It's got so many good colours. It's got some purples, which I really love using purples. It's got browns, it's got like a warm brown, it's got a dark brown. The shimmery shades in this palette are incredible. I'm gonna swatch these for you. They are just gorgeous. It just gives the prettiest glow. The colours blend out beautifully. It's just exactly what you want from a palette. The second palette that I want to mention is by Sigma. So this is a Sigma palette, but it's a collaboration with Beauty Bird. And it's called the Dream Palette. I really, really love the packaging. I love the marble and I love like the writing. It's all like, it's like coppery. The shades in this one are honestly incredible. If I had envisioned an eyeshadow palette that I wanted to create, it would look something like this. The colours are bang on. It's got beautiful mattes, it's got a good range of browns, it's got colour in there, it's got shimmers, it's got mattes, and it's also got a black, which is really, really important. It came with a brush, but it's in my brush collection, and the brush is so, so good that comes with it. It has a mirror inside, so does the Fenty one. I think they're both just so worth the money. Next, I've got to show you 2 pigments that I've been loving. This first one is by L'Oreal, and this is their Chromatic Bronze Loose Pigment. This is in the shade As If. This pigment is everything. I use it all the time. I use it to highlight my cheeks. I haven't got it on today, but I use this a lot. There is a lot of product in this. A little goes a long way. This will last you a very, very long time. I'm gonna get a brush and swatch it for you. So I'm just gonna get a fluffy-ish brush and I'm gonna show you what it's like on the fluffy brush. It is just so pretty. And then I'm gonna put some on a little brush and just dab it on just so you can see, because this is how I would like put on the highlight in my inner corners. But it's almost got like a wet effect. It's so beautiful. And this one is by MAC. This is one of their Reflex Glitter, and this is in Reflex Gold. Again, this is an amazing pigment. This has been one of my faves for a little while now. It just gives the most perfect effect to like any look. So if you don't wet it, it sort of applies, like it's not a chunky glitter, like it's very, very fine. So if you don't wet the brush, not a lot of pigment will come off. Like, it's very pigmented, but it's very, very fine speckles of glitter, and it's so pretty. If you wet the brush and then you put it on, so I've just wet the brush, it sort of comes off. Can you see that it's more chunky? Usually I like to use that to highlight the inner corners, or I like to use it on a dry brush and I just put it over the lid, and it gives such a nice shimmer when light hits it. Next, we're going to be talking about what warms up the face, a little bit of bronzer. So this is Fenty Beauty's Matchstick in the shade Truffle. This is what that looks like. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, when I first used the matchsticks, I wasn't that much of a fan of them. At first, I found them a little bit dry, but my skin was a little bit drier when this first was released. So I've tried it and I've tried it and I've tried it, and I've completely fallen in love with it. At first I sort of took it and I just like started warming it up on the back of my hand, and that gave it a little bit more slip and slide. But now it's actually fine. I don't ever have to do that. I just go ahead and put it on from the tube. I don't actually use like the concealer sort of colour. I actually still do find that quite drying. If I'm going to use it, it will be for areas of my face, but it also has a highlighter because you can get them as a trio. But the highlighter that comes with this shade is called Rum, I believe, and it's a beautiful highlight. It just goes to show that sometimes you can hate a product at first, but you may end up liking it if you keep trying it. Next, I've got 3 lip glosses, 1 by Fenty and 2 by KKW. So I have these 2 lip glosses here by KKW. This shimmery gold one is in the shade Yellow Gold, and then this nude gloss is in the shade Super Nude. So I think these shades are really, really lovely. It comes out fairly clearish, but it has yellowy tones. It's a beautiful gloss and it's not sticky. It feels really, really nice. This one is slightly stickier than this one, but it's still a lovely gloss. I just like to use it when I fancy like a more pale nude. This is the gloss that I would go for. But the one that takes the cake always, and I've never come across a gloss like it, Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. If you've tried this, you've probably fallen in love with this yourself, but this gloss, and I did mention this in my other video as well, but I had to mention it in this one again because it is just everything. This is like my favourite product of 2018, of the whole year. This is the best thing ever. I wear it when I don't have makeup on because it's not too harsh, like it's not a... Let me swatch it. And I should actually swatch the other 2 as well, and I will. So it applies amazingly, but it's not too pigmented. You can completely wear it on its own. I love to wear it on its own. I love to wear it with lipstick. It looks amazing. I don't have it on now, but I will put it on. I just want to show you guys how amazing it is if you haven't seen it. It's weird, it like coats the lip. Everything. Oh. Do you see? It's just, it makes me want to kiss my own lips. That's what it does. If you're wondering what I've got on underneath, I'm wearing KKW lip liner in Nude 3 and KKW cream lipstick in the shade 4 and 3 in the center. Those lip products that I actually just mentioned are a favourite of mine as well, but let me just show you. I've used them so much, they're an honest state. Like, it just looks like hell. Needs sharpening, but I didn't really want to show you guys what these products look like because they're an honest state. This lipstick is completely broken. It's meant to look like that and it's meant to have a lid on it, but I've lost the lid, of course. And this bit has sort of come out. I don't really know how, but this is shade 2 and this is shade 4. So these are part of my favorites as well. I just wasn't going to show you because of what state they're in, but honestly, that is my ultimate nude combo. The lip liner, the 2 lipsticks, the Fenty gloss, ultimate nude combo. And I've got so many comments on it as well with my pictures, like, what are you wearing on your lips? But it's like a cocktail of lip stuff. It's like, it's a lot of lip stuff, but it's worth it. I'm gonna swatch the KKW lip glosses as well. Gorge! And then this is Super Nude. So that is Super Nude. That one, Super Nude and Yellow Gold. Next I have a powder to show you. This one is by YSL. I'm not that sure how to say it because I think it's like French, but I think it's called Soufflé d'Éclat. That's what I think. So this powder has got colour to it. That is what it looks like. I believe that is in the shade Golden. But you guys know how much I love Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I still love it. It is amazing. But I have been using this recently as well. And oh, it's so good. Like your pores disappear. And I actually do like using a powder that is like the same skin tone as me. I feel like it makes me look more airbrushed. But if you want a powder that airbrushes, this is it. This powder is bomb. Next, I've got two blushes by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So these are Anastasia Beverly Hills blush kits. This one is in the shade Gradient, and this one is in the shade Radiant. This one's got like a lot more oranges and pinks. It's more wearable, it's more everyday. So I like to use these two shades mostly every day, but I love this palette for dramatic looks. For more browny dramatic looks, I go into these two, and then when I want like more of a purpley shade, so like for example, if I've got like a purple lipstick on and I want like a nice blusher as well, I'm wearing like a dark lip and I want quite a strong face as well, then I like to go into this, or I mix them both. I love the shades in both of these. They're very pigmented and they're very, very good. Next, I want to show you a mascara. So I have like no lashes, we know this. But I have been into mascaras recently. I used to have time to wear fake lashes every day, but now I don't. So now I really focus on what the mascara is actually doing. I actually really, really like drugstore mascaras. Revlon have a really great one. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Volumazing. It's really, really good for volume, obviously, hence the name. But this one has been the ultimate mascara for me this year. This is Caution by Hourglass. It gives you volume, it gives you thickness, it gives you length. It's everything. I would take off my lashes right now and demonstrate, but I don't want to. But seriously, I think it's the best mascara I've ever tried. I do. I think it's the best mascara I've ever tried. I'm going to mention a product that isn't makeup, but it is beauty related, and I think it's very important. This is Beauty Blender Insta Clean. So when I'm working, I usually have like a tea towel or just any old towel, and I usually, while I'm working, I'll usually brush my brushes off as I'm working with them, because I do have a lot of brushes, but there are certain brushes that I just love to use all the time. So in between colours, I just sort of just swirl it around on a towel and try and get rid of as much colour as possible. But if you spray this directly onto your brush and then you go and like twirl it around in your towel, it will get rid of pretty much everything. It's not a deep clean. This is like an everyday, like in between colour, but you still do need to deep clean your brushes. It's really important. They carry a lot of germs and stuff, so you do need to clean your brushes. But this is a really quick, instant cleaner. So you're gonna be shocked at the state of this towel. This is like a few days worth of like, you know. This is my towel that and then it goes in the wash. And believe it or not, the stains come off. Wild, I know. So I've got this brush. I used it for some blush in a video the other day. I'm gonna brush the Insta Cleaner directly on the brush. Get my towel and start twirling it around like that. You can do it twice if you want to, but in one hit, this is what it looks like. It's completely dry, no product is on it. It is amazing. And the last products I'm going to show you are for your hair. I feel like usually I have a lot more products, but because a lot of my favourites are from the last video, I didn't want to like show, for example, the perfume that I showed in that video is still my fave of the year, ultimate fave of the year. So I just wanted to show you some extra things. These are so good. So these are by Bumble and Bumble. This is their curl range. So what I do before I style my hair, so if I wash my hair or whatever, my hair's still wet, and then I'll spray this into my hair while it's wet or dry. I sometimes use this as like just spray it like the next day to like get my curls back alive. But I just spray it on my hair. I'm running out of it. See, snippets coming up. Oh, sprayed it on my face. Let's just spray it on my hair because it acts as a primer. It says pre-style primer. And then I get this product. It's like a cream. And this is their defining cream. And then I scrunch this in my hair like that. And I really feel like I've seen a difference in my curls since using these. Even if I straighten my hair, because usually when I straighten my hair, the curls aren't as curly when I go back to curly, but these bring the curls back to life. So that's all the products I've got to show you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please tell me what your favorite products of 2018 have been in the comments below. I would love to see what your favorites have been so I can try some of them out myself. And I'm looking forward to seeing what my favorite products of 2019 will be, because every year such amazing products come out and I'm so grateful that I'm able to try so many things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe, like and share this video. I'm nearly on 400,000 subscribers, so please make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell button, because YouTube be playing with us YouTubers and they don't like to let people know when a video is up, so please hit the bell button to be notified when I upload. I don't know if I'm going to have another video up before 2019. I might not, but if I don't, have the best Christmas, have the best New Year's, and I will see you in 2019. If I do have a video up, then I'll probably say the same thing in that video. Take care, I love you. Mwah.